Lay back, relax, enjoy it all. Saturday night, it's time to say no more. S&M with Tally and KRC. Come pleasure or pain, welcome to the stream.
And we're live. Hi, everyone.
Yay.
Welcome to S&M. I'm Eve. This is Tally.
Hi.
She's still struggling around to find things, but you know, we're figuring it out. We're getting situated. How's everyone doing?
I mean, like, I'm actually legitimately stupid. I lose everything, I swear.
You are not. Don't say that. And now the dogs pick now to bark. Been quiet all day, and they pick right now. They want to bark.
That's what you get for having dogs.
I guess so. Hi, Happy. See, we're on stream now. Come say hi to the peoples. Okay. The little Twitch thought. We're not Twitch, but YouTube thought. There you go.
Isn't it the same thing?
Same thing.
Twitch thought, YouTube thought, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yep. Alright, hop down. There we go. So how's everyone doing? Oh, there's succubuses. Well, demons in general, but I prefer succubus, you know, personally. I know Tally was just like, well, we're demons, and I'm just like, okay. Who just so happened to specialize in sex. It's fine. It's like,
wow. Still demons.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So how's everyone doing?
Doesn't make a difference what kind of demon.
I agree. Sorry we're so late. We ended up running into some technical difficulties getting ready. Mainly Tally couldn't keep her boobs in her entire top, so. Oh good, you're dressed for the ritual tonight, Tally. Yeah.
Hey! My boobs are perfectly fine in this dress.
I was just giving you shit. No, we were both still getting ready and stuff, so we kept running into issues.
This is the one that they don't fall out of. My horns broke.
Tally's horns broke. I couldn't get mine to stay on. They still won't stay on correctly, but
my fangs are sitting funny.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I couldn't find my fangs. Scary demons. Not so scary. It helps if I send out the tweet letting people know we're live, huh? Send that out, and we'll just pretend I did that already. Yep. Black Bible. You mean Bible Black cosplay? It's a completely different thing than we were going for, I think, right, Tally?
I mean, it does make a difference.
Bible Black? You know what Bible Black is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
I like Blue Exorcist.
Chaos with the fangs. You think my fangs are something? Show them yours, Tally. Like, really smile. Like, look at that, y'all. Sit. It's hard to look threatening and scary with a little cute puppy in my lap, you know? I'm supposed to be an evil demon. And you're making this not difficult.
It's really easy for me to be scary and threatening because I need nicotine and I can't find my stuff for my nicotine.
It's hard to be scary with a puppy in my lap. Anyway.
Well, give her horns and a tail. Well, a tail like mine.
Yeah, she could be a little evil puppy. Is that where my fangs went? Yeah, Mitsuki's like, that's where your fangs went earlier. Happy. I saw Happy making her way out the door saying that something about being a vampire puppy and the squirrels were gonna get it, and I was just like, oh goodness. How down? Down. Thank you. Good girl.
Uh,
Tyler likes hearing that too. Good girl.
oh, did you hear? Did you hear about the Medusa statue?
Which Medusa? Oh, the. I think I know which one you're talking about.
I was talking about it yesterday with your boy Pat after his stream finished, and he brought up a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
Why make her have the head of Perseus when it was Poseidon who raped her?
Because Perseus is the man, you know.
But the whole thing with the story of Perseus is he needed her head to defeat a beast that had been released by Ares, the goddess of chaos and discord. Otherwise, either someone was going to be sacrificed or the entire city was going to be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to stop the beast without either of those two possibilities was the head of Medusa.
I'm actually going to screen share it here in a sec.
He didn't actually do anything wrong. So if she wanted to have the head of someone, it should either be Poseidon, who raped her, or Athena, who cursed her and failed to protect her.
Well, you can't do that because it's another woman, and
well, she was a virgin priestess of Athena,
who got raped in one of Athena's temples, and Athena took offense to it. Yeah, she took offense. It's like, how dare you desecrate my temple? It's like, bitch, I got raped. What the hell? You know, and was cursed because of it.
The only reason Medusa actually ran into that temple was because she was a priestess of Athena, and she thought if she made it to the temple, Athena would protect her.
Andromeda was hot, so of course Percy had to go on a quest. Of course. Hottest ass around, and you gotta save it? Oh, hell yeah. Go be epic hero, and then when you get back, she'll suck your dick. That's how it works.
Well, yeah.
Especially if going to be an epic hero saves her life, so.
And her entire city.
I was going to share.
Her life, it saved her entire city.
I was going to share the screen of the what the statue looks like. You can see there. I think Tally's already seen it, but yeah, it's her holding a sword and carrying Perseus' head. Oh, it shouldn't have a snake body. She's just naked.
Well, to be fair, the reason she doesn't have body hair, because I did see a lot of comments on the Facebook thing of asking why she doesn't have any body hair, because she's no longer human, she's reptilian.
Mm-hmm. Because her hair is still snakes, but they didn't give her...
She doesn't have any hair at all, she's just reptilian.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings on it because on the one hand, I understand what they're saying, that, you know, wanting Medusa to be a powerful woman in the face of the fact that she got raped and abused and all this nonsense.
Well, let's face it, none of them know this.
Hi, memes.
Let's face it, no one that supports the Me Too movement knows anything past pop culture and their activism. So they don't know Greek mythology. They have no idea that she was raped.
Well, there's, you know, the writer here saying, I can't say how much I love this statue. I love that it takes the myth of Medusa, a victim of sexual assault, who was then cursed as a result, became ferocious in her own right. The ancient Greeks viewed her as cursed. There is a growing modern movement to reclaim this monstrous woman as the powerful figure she was. This posture and Medusa's cold defiance in the face of abusers and rapists is so powerful and beautiful. Like I said, the only thing like you said, the only reason I think I have a problem with is it being Perseus's head. Like, he did something wrong.
Well, he didn't do anything wrong at all. He found out about a beast that could turn living things to stone. So he went after her. He had no idea about what had happened to her.
Right, he just knew it was a monster that needed to be slayed. I mean, well, to be fair, it was
a monster that needed to be slayed. It was just a monster that turned other living things to stone.
Mm-hmm.
And he needed something that was that powerful, so that he could stop the beast that was coming after the that was going to.
How are we
destroy
able to
the
show it? Well, I probably shouldn't be showing it, Pat. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna scroll away from it. And put myself in tally back up here. But no, I mean, oh goody, I was wondering when you were gonna do this. What, the demons or the Medusa statue? Scalies represent. Why stay true to it when it doesn't fit your truth? Right, I agree, Rat. It's Greek mythology. Apparently you can just make up your own mythology millennia after it was created. Sure. I'll be quiet, I'm being judgmental. No, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right in that regard. People... It's one thing to be like, hey, here's a fiction based off of the mythology. It's entirely different to be like, well, here is this interpretation of something that A, didn't happen, and B, is incorrect. And it's what it's trying to present, I guess.
And that's why I would argue that if she, I can understand them, like I said, having the head of Athena or Poseidon. Like, they wouldn't have gone for Athena, even though she was the asshole who cursed someone for being a victim of rape.
Mm-hmm.
But in saying that, you could see what happened to Medusa as either a blessing or a curse. Because, she's no longer human. She was turned into a monster. However, she would no longer... She could take her revenge upon mankind, and she would never be a victim ever again.
It's just like the equivalent of... she was a rape victim. And sometime in the process of that, she ends up with superpowers. And anybody who comes near her, she kills them. Well, then the police show up because she's been killing people. And... Well,
the thing is...
being mad at the police for stopping someone for killing people.
The thing about Medusa is her lair was... the one blessing that Athena did give... Medusa after she cursed her was she made it so that no woman could enter her lair, so that only men were going into the lair, so only men were being turned into stone.
Well, I mean, the entire point was that she turned men to stone because she didn't want her being a hoe anymore.
Well, yeah, but she also made it so that she couldn't hurt any women.
I mean, I guess. But I don't know.
But she did. She wasn't human anymore anyway. She'd completely lost all humanity.
I swear to Christ, as soon as I get on stream, motherfuckers want to start rolling down the street with fucking sirens.
It's alright. The other day, I heard. I was just sitting here watching a movie, and the Air Force were going over the top of me. I think they were doing training or something. I'm just sitting here going, thank you, Mr. RAF. Can you fuck off and take your plane with you? They were really low.
That implies I'd have to stop and put more thought into it. Right, Mr. Alpha. Yeah. It's actually right. I can't hear Tally. She's actually waiting her turn to talk. Yes, Tally's being very good.
Yes, I am.
We're actually taking turns.
I actually had to mute myself earlier because my flatmate came in and he wanted to talk to me while I was streaming. So you might have seen me shout, why do you only want to speak to me when I'm streaming?
They wouldn't have her holding Athena's head because, well, that would mean admitting that most slut-shaming comes from women. Of course it does.
Well, it does. It does.
I
mean,
because
men are okay with sluts. They don't want to marry a slut, but they'll be okay with a slut.
Yeah. No man cares if a woman's a slut, like, generally speaking. There are a handful of holier-than-thou patriarchal ones that act like assholes because, you know, a woman is sexually free and does what she wants to do, but at the same time, nobody cares what they think either, so...
Yeah, no one likes them.
Right.
I mean, you do get the odd woman that is the same, and no one cares what they have to say either.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like fat shaming. Like, people blame the fashion industry on straight men. It's like, men don't care.
Gay men and other women make fashion for the fashion industry.
Yeah. Straight men do not want you to look like a supermodel.
No.
Straight men want you to be healthy. It's gay men and women within the fashion industry that want women to look like supermodels.
Why not make Medusa in her original form? She was so beautiful that it drove Poseidon to take her. Show us that beauty instead of her cursed form. Yeah, I agree.
Well, in saying that, if they made her within her demonic form, but then had her holding the head of Poseidon, it would be, okay, she was raped, she was cursed, and she took revenge.
Wasn't there also the story of the woman that pissed off Aphrodite to where she turned her into a monster as well? I'm pretty sure that's Medusa's story. I mean,
No, that was Athena. Athena cursed Medusa.
oh, Aphrodite. Ooh. Aphrodite was
is the goddess of love, sex, and beauty.
Aphrodite was a hoe and fucking.
Of course she was. She was the goddess of love, sex, and
Yeah, but to the point she had sex with everyone but her husband. Like,
her husband was the blacksmith of the gods, and the only reason she was made to marry him is because all of the other gods were fighting over her. So Zeus just went, all right, the hoe is going to marry the one guy that isn't fighting for her.
yeah, I'm not saying that was a good situation here. Look. Greek mythology is full of bad examples, kids. Just really bad examples of how to behave and treat people.
So is Roman mythology.
That's fair. Roman is based off of Greek, so.
Well, yeah.
Poor Hephaestus, right?
I mean, the planets within our solar system are named after the gods from the Roman mythology, which are exactly the same as the gods of the Greek mythology. So Venus is Aphrodite. They're the same thing.
Right. It's a bad cycle of killing and self-defense and the townspeople freaking out about it.
Neptune is Poseidon. They're the same god. Mars was Ares, god of war.
It's a bad cycle of killing and self-defense and the townspeople freaking out about it. Exactly.
Well, actually, you want to know something amusing? Aphrodite was the patron god of prostitutes.
I can see that.
Like they would like brothels would be they would have statues of Aphrodite and all that sort of thing. It would be like a mini temple, but it was just a brothel.
I could see that, definitely. That's also reflected in a lot of video games I've seen. What's the name of the goddess in Skyrim? She's the goddess of love and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, though?
I know who you're talking
Starts
about.
with a D.
Denoris.
I'll have to Google it.
But she, she's got naked
Dibella.
statues everywhere. Dibella, yeah.
That's her name. Snow got it as soon as I did. Dibella. Dibella is depicted a lot in those ways. Like, her temples are basically brothels as well and stuff like that. People who worship her tend to be very promiscuous and some even are involved in prostitution and stuff. There's one of them, like one part you come across a statue of Dibella in someone's room and you use it to kind of blackmail her to because she was like basically having people on the side, like even married men and stuff. So, and it was like, yeah, I need you to get the fuck out of town before I tell everyone that you're a practitioner of Dibella's stuff and how you've been hoeing around and fucking everybody's husband. Except Dibella isn't a goddess of love, that's Mara. Yeah, Dibella is goddess of like sex and lust and stuff. Woman, I got it before you Google it. I didn't Google it. I did look at chat, Snow. There's like a 20-second delay, but as soon as the words came out of my mouth, it popped up in chat. It isn't I didn't look at chat. I tabbed over to Google it and then it came to me. I was like, oh, I knew it started with a D. Yeah, Mara was the goddess of love because that's the one you go to Mara's temple to get married. So that's fine.
Whereas you go to a Dibella temple to get it on.
Mm-hmm. To get it on out of wedlock. I feel like I saved another article for us. Let me check Discord real quick. I started stashing our articles. Oh yeah, that happened this week. I wanted to talk about that. That happened on Tuesday.
Go on.
One sec. Gonna shared screen. Oh, go away, go away, go away. Allow ads, fine. Ah, hang on. Put it back. I have to fix this.
Oops.
I was trying to find, but it's been like, you have like 3 days. 3 days pass and like the entire thing changes, like all the articles change.
You know, I really enjoyed Greek mythology as a kid. I still do, but I remember when I was a kid, I had this book. It was about this big. It was really quite a chunky book, and it had a picture of a sparkly Pegasus on the front, and it was just everything in it was just Greek mythology. And it was basically a storybook. And I have no idea what happened to that book, but I loved it. I think my sister sold it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised, bitch.
Here, CNN will actually let me bring it up without like a bunch of ads and trying to get me to subscribe and shit. They'll ask me to subscribe, but they won't like bombard me with pop-ups. Where's OBS? There's OBS. Okay. So, damn it, you can't really see the title, but Eddie Van Halen dies at 65 after cancer battle. For those of you who know who Van Halen, don't know who Van Halen is, Eddie Van Halen is probably definitely up there as one of the most iconic rock guitarists ever. And his band was named after him. You've probably heard, even if you don't know who he is, you probably heard a song of his and not realized it. But
what's
this is
the
just
story?
2020 is just really sad. Well, not really much story to it. I just wanted to comment on it. He died of cancer. I think it was throat cancer.
Rip.
Yeah, which is really hard for any musician. I don't think he really did singing for his band. I could be completely wrong, but he was a fucking legend. So I mean, 2020 has taken so much from us already. So it took Eddie from us as well, unfortunately. Man, I'd rather simp for Azard. Boy, don't play. You know you were about Malik Ball's collar. Damn. Malik Ball was the no, it wasn't Malik Ball. It was the
Assassin said he did
guy.
the guitar solo in Michael Jackson's song "Beat It."
Mm-hmm. Running with the Devil. Yeah, I mean, there are so many Van Halen songs I can name that
I can't name them. If I hear them, I know them, and I'm like, I like the song, but I can never tell you who sang them or who wrote them or like anything like that.
Pretty much,
like,
if you
don't, I
don't
can't tell you what the name of the song is. I can't tell you who sang it, but it's just I like this song.
Malik Ball was the domination one. Yeah, no, I was the one who was like the real big bad guy. God, I can't remember the Skyrim deities anymore. The Daedric gods. Because there was the one who was like the worst of the worst. He was like the bad guy because you do a quest line for him, and then he's like, "Okay, well, thanks for doing the quest. Now fuck you," and sends like 10 demons after you at once. You got to kill. Akatosh? No, Akatosh is a good guy. No, I don't want CNN to summarize things for me. Fuck you. Akatosh was not a Daedric prince. He was one of the gods that they actually worshipped.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Skyrim.
Oh,
Mehrunes Dagon, that's who. That you got it. I saw it this time, Snow. Now see the delay and when you type that and when it actually pops up for me. I just want you to know. I just saw that. Mehrunes Dagon. Yeah, Mehrunes was a bugging asshole.
see, although I enjoy the Skyrim games, I never really got too into the lore.
I just remember his particular quest because you do this whole thing for him, and his weapon that you get is a dagger. Because you get the weapons themed off of the
out of the tomb.
Right.
Of the tomb.
Right. And then you go back to return it to him or whatever and do the quest for him, and he's just like, okay, thanks, fam. Here, have some demons. And just sticks a bunch of demons on you, and you're like, fuck you, asshole.
What a dick.
Mehrunes Dagger, yeah. It was a pretty knife. It was a pretty stabby.
I do like a pretty stupid.
Yeah. Miss Tally, what have you been up to this week?
This week I've been watching a lot of I don't know if you would have heard of him because he is a British entertainer. Darren Brown.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's a mentalist and a magician. And he does I actually shared it on our server of one of the things that he did.
Excuse me.
He does a lot of mind tricks and all of that sort of thing, and it's really entertaining. And I watched one of the shows that he did like a few years ago. I watched it the other day, where he made someone believe that the world was ending because his family thought he was very selfish and he didn't appreciate everything. So he was hit. So he like his family helped Darren Brown and his people hack into his phone and his laptop and all this sort of thing, so they could post fake news stories that only he would see. And they had TV show presenters make fake TV shows that would like news broadcasts that would only be showed in his home.
What
and
the
all of that sort of
fuck?
thing. Now, hang on. And then what they did was they did have psychologists and like medical professionals to keep an eye on him all the way through, or like when he was going through his ordeal. But every April here in the UK, we see a meteor shower, and it's an annual thing. And they convinced him that there was the second meteor shower that was actually going to hit Earth. And when he was going to a concert, everyone that was on this bus were actors except for him and his brother. But his brother and his friend were in on it. And then he was hypnotized after there were like explosions done with special effects around the bus, and he actually thought, shit, meteors have actually hit the Earth. And then he woke up in a medical center, and he had to go through what was essentially a zombie apocalypse. And it only lasted 2 or 3 days. But he was introduced to different characters. Like there was a 14-year-old girl, there was a paramilitary.
Why did they do this to him?
Because he was a very selfish individual that had no drive and he didn't appreciate anything within his life. So they introduced the little girl so that he would take responsibility for her and look after her, to teach him responsibility and kindness. They introduced the paramilitary as someone for him to look up to and show leadership skill. So then when the paramilitary lost his mind because it turned out his wife was infected, he left and this kid had to take over. And the third person that they introduced him to was the reflection of the person that he had been his entire life, which was this self-absorbed, selfish prick.
So
and he had to show compassion for this guy by letting him join the group. And when this was all over, he did actually change as a person, and he was kinder, he was more compassionate, he actually appreciated his family and the stuff that they were doing for him more. And it was done in a very clever way, but yeah, it was really well done, and I am gonna have to send it to you.
Yeah, because I mean, is this like just a movie, or is this something that actually happened?
No, this is something. Darren Brown is actually like a mentalist. He hypnotizes people. So, like, he was hypnotized, and then he woke up in this medical center. But he doesn't realize that he was still where we were.
So they like
He's still
filmed
in the real
this,
world.
or what?
Yeah, they filmed it. Of course, they filmed it.
Okay. Because nobody can have like an altruistic thing of like somebody being getting something like a life changing thing like that. They have to film it and put it on TV so everybody can.
Well,
Ooh
they
and
filmed it all
look
with
how great
hidden
this show
cameras.
is, huh? Oh, I'm sure they
They
did.
filmed it all with hidden cameras, but the only person that wasn't an actor or wasn't in on what was going on was the guy who was the selfish individual who didn't appreciate his family. So they did this to make him less selfish and make him actually appreciate what he's got, because the whole thing, you never know what you've got until it's gone.
Wow.
So basically, they took away everything that he had that he didn't appreciate to make him appreciate it.
You need to stop fidgeting with them horns.
Ah! The horns are gone. I'm sick of the horns.
Yeah, mine are digging into my head too, so it's okay. We can be scary demons without them.
Yeah.
It's how we seduce humans. We make them think we're totally normal.
I've still got the tail.
Mm-hmm. I like your little tail that you're moving there. That's cute. And the wings. You got the wings.
Yeah.
Now I just look like a vampire, though. But, yeah.
Another one they did was one called Hero at 30,000 Feet. And he took this guy that was the classic bystander. And he didn't have a lot of self-confidence, and he wanted to join the police force, but he never got up and did it because he was just afraid of failure.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did was they hypnotized him
and started an apocalypse.
They put these opportunities in front of him, so he could be heroic, he could be kind, and he could do all these things for people, and so he could be braver and all of that sort of thing. And then they had him on an aircraft because he was supposed to be going to take part in a game show. And little did he know that everyone on this plane, apart from the cabin crew, were actors, but the cabin crew were in on it. And then they made it. They made an announcement that the pilot was sick, and they wanted to know if there was anyone that was willing to help them land the plane. So he went, is no one gonna help? And then he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So he walked up towards the front of the aircraft, and just as he was about to walk into the cockpit, he was then put under hypnosis, so that as far as he's concerned, no time would pass. And then he was taken out of hypnosis when he was going into one of those flight simulators. They're like $1 billion flight simulators that are actually used for training real
This seems very
pilots.
elaborate.
Oh, it is really elaborate.
Hey, Slipknot.
You're gonna have to watch it, but it's really elaborate. But they actually had someone who he thought was air traffic control talking him through how to fly an aircraft so that he could land it, and he did it. I mean, it was all a flight simulator, but he didn't realize that until he left the flight simulator. But he did it. He landed the aircraft.
Wow. It's just crazy to me.
He completely changed his life. He became a police officer. He moved out of his mother's house, and him and his girlfriend bought their own house. And he did a lot of good for his own life and for other people's life because of all this happening.
That's cool.
It is really cool.
Jesus, hang on, guys. Sorry.
But yeah, I really do enjoy
Rick
these
donated
Sorry.
$2.29. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving weekend.
Thank you for the donation, Rick. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I was trying to mute because I had sirens
you.
going by outside.
Thank you, Rick.
Yes, thank you, Rick. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving weekend to you too. Apparently, it's Thanksgiving there in Canada, or about to be.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. I thought I had something else to talk about today. I didn't really bring a lot to talk about today. I meant to bring some tea, and I didn't got no tea.
Yeah, I really I don't know if it's just me, but I very much enjoy these magicians and mentalists and all that sort of thing. Like a lot of them are very much against like quackery when it comes to like these are the kind of people that they will say psychic, like they are completely against psychics and all that sort of thing. Because the difference between a mentalist and a magician and a psychic and all of those people is that both are fooling you, but only one is honest about the fact that they are fooling you. See, a magician is there like, I'm gonna fool you, and then they do it, and you're still amazed.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas psychics, they will swear blind that they are talking to your dead relatives. And in order to catch, and they are very good at catching out psychics and all that sort of thing, like James Randi and his $1 Million Challenge. The reason they are, in order to catch an expert in deception, you need an expert in deception.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at Twitter trying to find something to... Oh, that's crazy.
What?
Well, I think I can share. Hang on. Here we go. I'm just gonna like put this on the OBS. Where's OBS? Oh, wrong button. Ah, still wrong window. Hang on. Window capture.
What are you trying to share?
Something on Twitter. Actually, probably better.
Oh, fun.
All right, so I'm gonna copy the tweet and send it to you so you can look at it in your DMs.
Cool.
But everybody at home will be able to see it when I put it up on the screen. Oh. Unnecessary text in there. There you go. And I'm gonna swap it over to share with the folks at home. I can't full screen it because it cuts off the top of it. I just wanted to show you this. It just came across my timeline. Here we go. She's insane. Somebody finna die. I just... Yeah. Uh-huh. I just...
mean, clearly she's been doing it a long time.
But somebody could get burned.
I mean, if she's
like,
not careful, yeah.
Like, somebody could get burned.
I am going to assume she's had a lot of practice and she knows what she's doing.
Oh no, copyright. Copyright for what? It was on Twitter.
The the song.
I didn't drink all the tea that you sent me yet, Snow. I'm talking about like.
If there was a copyright strike, it would be for the song.
Okay, do not share that with Jack. Oh, I should send that to Jack Cochran. Oh yeah, the song. Oops. Oh well. I don't care. We'll get claimed. I'll mute the audio for it later. But how do you practice that shit? Well, you could practice it with an unfired pan and just put things,
Well, yeah,
put food in it.
You just put something that would have the same consistency as it in a cold pan. I mean, it's just a case of knowing what you're doing. I mean, how do fire dancers practice? They use the things, like the fireball chain things, but they don't have any fire on them yet until they've gotten to a good skill level. It's that kind of thing.
I think I have another one. Asked if voters deserve to know if he would pack the Supreme Court. Biden says no, they don't deserve to. I
don't think he understood the question.
I don't think he did either, but we're gonna look at this anyway.
I've got to ask you about packing the courts, and I know that
I really don't think he understood the
you
question.
aren't going to answer the question until after the election, but this is the number one.
All right,
thing
you're
that
gonna
I've
have
been
to send
asked
it to me.
Yeah, hang on a sec. Sorry. Discord tally. Oop. Satsu tweeted this out. We still gotta have Satsu on. He's the only one of the Lords tonight we haven't had on yet.
Ask you about packing the courts, and
We
I
are
know
gonna have
you said
him on. I
yesterday
do
you aren't going to answer the question until after the
Hang on a sec.
election. But this is the number one thing that I've been asked about from viewers in the past couple of days.
Well, you've been asked by the viewers who are probably Republicans who don't want me continuing to talk about what they're doing to the court right now.
Well, sir, don't the voters deserve to know?
No, they don't. I'm not going to play his game.
Okay, my computer's
He'd love
really
me to talk
slow.
about.
I am
and
gonna have
I've already
to,
said something on court pack. He'd love that to be the discussion instead of what he's doing
I'm gonna
now.
have to have it like cleaned.
I could reasonably see. Say what, Tally? Sorry.
You know how you've got to clean your house?
Yeah.
Every year, everyone spring cleans the house.
Uh-huh.
Well, you're supposed to do sort of the same thing to your computer.
Uh-huh.
I need to do that to mine.
Okay. That was totally unrelated to what we were just talking about.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying my computer's really slow.
I'm teasing you. Anyway, Joe Biden should Gangnam Style. You can mute the audio. Well, it's too late. Yeah, you can go back and mute the audio on a video after the fact. But I think that in this case he stumbled over his words.
The American people don't deserve it.
I think he stumbled over his words there. I don't think it's quite fair. When
asked if voters deserve to know if he would pack the Supreme Court, Biden says no, they don't deserve to know.
He stopped. Well, he said no, they don't deserve. Well, you know what you're trying to make this conversation about something that it's not what it's about. I don't think that one's particularly fair to him in that regard. I think he stumbled over his words.
I think it was a Freudian slip.
I think so too. I don't think he meant to say it like that.
It wasn't that. I think he meant it. As far as he's concerned, the American people don't deserve shit. Like, let's face it.
My problem.
That's the mind of people like him.
I don't think it's very genuine in his to be to say that he did that on purpose or that he was trying to, even if that's what he thinks. Even that's what he thinks. Because
I don't think he said it on purpose. I think he said it because he's a moron. But he means it.
I think he slipped up, because Trump said things before that we've gone, oh, come on, guys, you just took that out of context. He meant this. That's what he meant. Because he just went on there.
No one knows what Biden means because everything he says is just spaghetti soup. It's just word salad soup. It makes zero sense.
I would agree with you. But I'm trying to finish my thought here.
Sorry.
You're good. You're getting excited. It's fine. The problem that I have with making sure, we got to make sure when we make an argument against people like Biden or something like that, we make it a good argument. Because if it's not a good argument, it makes you and others who are arguing the same thing look less credible in the future. I don't think he meant to say that there. What he was trying to say is like, no, it's not about that. It's about the fact that he's misdirecting it from the real issue of what I want us to be talking about. And I would somewhat agree with him. The whole he's going to pack the court thing. I don't know that he's actually said that he would do that before, or if this is something that's coming from the opposing side of his argument, that they're just like, oh, he's just going to pack the court when he gets into office, and they're just going to have their own way, and you know. I wouldn't say I'd put it past him that he would do it, but at the same time, I don't think that that's the conversation that he's having. Yeah, they're saying I don't think he can pack the court, but yeah, he could. He could increase the size of SCOTUS and fill those seats with leftists. That's court packing. Didn't they stop FDR from doing that? I'm not as well versed in the subject itself, but Biden's had several of these issues lately where it's just like he said things.
Biden,
sorry.
Is he says he can he said he knows how to save America and all this shit. It's like, you've been into politics for decades.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it you only just now, on your, what is this, his third attempt to run for president, know how you're going to save the country?
Mm-hmm.
Methinks you're chatting shit, mate. As we say here in Britain.
Oh, and this one tickled me too. I'm going to put this in here as well.
Go on.
This tickled me as well. When Biden removes his mask to cough.
The kinds of investment that will stimulate the deal.
I have no idea why there's a horn honking in the background, but here you go, Tally. If I can click on the thing. Thank you.
Investment.
He takes off his mask to cough.
Yeah.
The kinds of investment.
Now that was something I can look at him and say, okay, come on, that's really stupid, you know. No more packing the court was proposed by Schumer and Pelosi. It is not coming from Trump. Okay, Schumer and Pelosi said something about it.
Why take your mask off to cough when your mask is there? In case you cough. And you, like, if you're sick.
But then they turn around and give Trump shit for not wearing a mask in certain situations when he's giving a speech, but also socially distanced from everyone. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how they think that they act like the standards apply to everyone else, but not to him. You know, it's fine. Biden can get away with it. Biden's only had to condemn the riots and stuff once, maybe twice, but they require Trump to condemn everything every time he turns around, you know, or he's just a sexist, racist asshole, you know. It's a ridiculous double standard. And
it is. But if they didn't have double standards, they wouldn't have any at all.
I'm so glad I did not scroll down on my Twitter feed, because some jackwad just posted like anime dick. I'm so glad I've taken that down, because I went to scroll down. I was like, was there any more news? Oh, there's a lot more than news. Okay. Anime dick. I have really got to do what oh, that's not okay. There's a spider. I've really got to do what Reaper suggests, like make like a not safe for work Twitter, so that I can follow things that I want that are, you know, and still have wholesomeness on my stream.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, nothing we do here is wholesome.
No, but at the same time, we can't show an anime dick on the stream. I'm sorry.
No, this is true. I mean, we can get away with leather corsets and all of that sort of thing. We can't get away with anime dick. we might get away with your mother quoting someone, provided you beeped it out.
I did go back and mute that out. Because my mother is just like, well, I was just quoting someone. I'm like, it doesn't matter. YouTube does not give a fuck.
In saying that, I watched a James Randi lecture the other day, and he quoted something Peter Popper's wife said, and he said the same thing, and that one hasn't been taken down.
I bleeped it, went back and bleeped it out just to make sure I muted the audio. I was not taking the risk.
Did I ever tell the story of when we had like dancers and choreographers from Pineapple Dance Studios come and stay with me and my family when we were part of a dance troupe? And my mother was an organizer for them and everything. One of the dancers, he was an incredible dancer, but also I think he was a little bit of a magician as well on the side. Well, I say magician, he was more of a mentalist. Because we were sitting there in the living room and he was trying to do this mentalist trick where he reads your mind. And I had a song stuck in my head, and he goes to me, who's got this song? Or who's thinking about this? It's just like, how could you possibly know that I had that song stuck in my head?
Were you singing it, mouthing it?
No, not at all. Not at all. It only been stuck in my head for the past 10 minutes, and I had not hummed it, sung it, or anything, and everyone was looking like, wait, what? Because my entire family were there as well, and they never heard me sing it or anything. If I had sung it, someone would have said you sang it, but no.
Wow. What is chat saying over here? Mustafa said the gamer word.
Yeah, but he's allowed to say it.
Apparently. Solo's on Monkey in the Morning. Well, I mean, okay. Like, I'm not bound by what Monkey shows on his show or not to show. Oh, Monkey already covered this, therefore my audience won't care. I mean, I'll talk about it anyways because it's the first time I'm coming across it, and it's something that I want to talk about. So, they monetize them so they can look at them. Right. By the way, speaking of somebody getting monetized, I just saw something that I really want to share with y'all that I'm a little pissed at because I just found out about this. You ready for this?
Go on.
I'll send you the link, Tally, because you're gonna want to see this too.
Okay.
You're gonna want to see this because this has pissed me off. How the fuck
How?
is this child rapist motherfucker, like this little girl toucher, this abuser, this human shit stain, partnered on Twitch? He is partnered. That little check mark right there next to his name says that he is partnered on Twitch. Not just an affiliate, because anybody can apply for affiliate once you get 50 followers. Partnered. That... We can't watch all of Monkey stuff. No, I mean, even if, like I said, my point is that even if Monkey has covered it, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm precluded from covering it. I don't watch all of Monkey stuff either.
I'm sure lots of people have covered it.
Yeah, well, it's not to call Rick out or anything, but
I mean, didn't he try to sue the To Catch a Predator guy?
Well, yeah, but To Catch a Predator guy really had a good reason for going after him too, because he had like tons of evidence and witnesses and shit. So I don't know that he actually helped make a case against him as well as he would have liked, but because he's still out there wandering around. But even still, I'm Have you seen Twitch's environment lately? Well, I mean, I'm on Twitch, so
But
yes, I have
in
seen Twitch's
saying that-
environment.
In saying that, as part of their Health and Safety Council, they've got that trans deer girl.
You know, I mean, you're not wrong there, Rick. You're not wrong. I'm not reading out what you said, but you're not wrong. It's just
Also, I mean, talking about tech companies being okay with these
Hi,
kinds
Johnny.
of people, Antifa has a big problem with this as well.
I mean, what do you
Like,
mean?
a lot of these, a lot of the people that have been arrested and at Antifa,
I don't know a
rallies
lot
and
of maybe
things
ones that have been
been found
arrested,
out
but
to
not
be
a lot
illegal.
of people in it. I can't imagine that most of the people in Antifa or most of the people in Black Lives
No,
Matter
most of
are
the
like
higher
that.
ups are. Like, not the regular everyday people, but a lot of the organizers and all that sort of thing. It's discovered that they've got criminal backgrounds for sex with minors and all that sort of.
Well, I think there's been some cases of it, but I don't know that it's fair to say that a lot of them are. But
Right.
then again, I don't
Like
know
I
the
said,
numbers
it's
either, so.
mostly- Like I said, it's mostly organizers and higher ups within the group rather than the, like, I'm not going to say, like, the foot soldiers, so to speak, the ones that actually go out and riot and cause all the trouble. I'm not going to say they are, but the people that organize these rallies and the people that the higher ups within that group,
Mhm.
a lot of them have been found to have criminal records in these things.
Yeah. I this upsets me. Like, I understand there's a threshold for partner. I'm not salty at other people who have partner that I don't, you know, because I'm only at 400 followers. Which, by the way, I hit over 400 followers over the weekend, guys. Over last week, I topped 400 followers. It's great. And we've topped over 100 subscribers here on YouTube. You know,
It does
I can't
amaze me
imagine
that
where we'll be at our 1 year anniversary. You know what I'm saying?
like his Twitter, like he's privated it now, but he says it's not safe for work and it's jokes. And he
Mm,
goes on about how he's the god of sex or something, and it's just
it's
oh,
jokes. He said some really fucked up
sweaty,
shit.
no. Oh, sweaty, no.
Tally's like, no, you're not. I don't even believe that for a moment. What the fuck you talking about? No. Congratulations. Thank you, Dr. No. That's it. Twitch has lost it. Onicio was born the wrong sex. I disagree. He was born he was born at all was wrong in my opinion, but you know. Seems like a PR nightmare waiting to happen. It really is. It really is. Twitch is going to have to disavow him and stuff in a minute when he does something else stupid.
Oh yeah, it really is a PR nightmare.
Every organization has its lunatics. Fair enough, but it's just one of those things of I don't see how that made it past the filters. There are supposed to be people that check into who the person is that's applying for these. And the fact that no one did, that somehow...
Well, I'd imagine they did, but then they saw how many followers he's got, and they just went, it'll be alright.
Yeah. I don't know. It bothers me.
Like, his audience is mostly it's teenagers mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting here going, why would any parent allow their children to watch this slime ball? I also don't understand why parents allow their teenagers to watch stuff like Logan Paul and all them dumbasses either.
Yeah. Wow, that's a switch.
Just
Quote,
no.
quote, I didn't vote for Trump in 2016, but I'd crawl over broken glass too now. That's a bit extreme.
That is a little extreme. I appreciate it though, that's funny.
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. We have Hillary's deleted emails. I can't wait until people go through them.
It is going to turn out that she did send classified stuff to people that she shouldn't have.
Oh, I'm sure. But she's not going to be held accountable for it. I can guarantee and guarantee you that.
Oh no, of course she's not. I mean, the number of times that it's been discovered that they broke, like her and her husband and her and her organization have been indicted in
Thank you,
like
memes.
all kinds of shit, and they've never been
Hi, Yolander.
like they've never faced jail time. And that irritates me, the fact that they get away with doing this shit that like any normal person would be prison for.
And this will make Kefki excited. Here, I'll link you to it, Tally. Hang on. 1 second. Dude.
Oh my god!
Hang on,
That
hang
is
on.
incredible.
Let me share it with the class. Hang on. There we go. That'll make Kefki happy.
It's incredible.
It's Baby Yoda Pinhead.
Oh.
I don't know.
It
I'm
is
just
Baby
going through
Yoda
Twitter
Pinhead,
looking for
and I
stuff to talk
love it.
about. Usually we don't have this problem, but you know, I think after what, this is our 26th episode, and this is the first time we're having this issue. I think that we've done pretty damn good so far. So, yep, Baby Yoda
Oh,
Pinhead.
I love it so much.
It's so evil looking. Hi, Yolander. Did I say hello? I have returned. Sorry, I'm wandering a lot today. You're good. You're good, Rat.
I want one.
Me and Robin already voted by mail. She was paranoid about the polls. I can see that. But be careful voting by mail too, because I keep seeing articles that Eve's been sharing from other sites and stuff that she reads on,
Like,
about mail being stolen and stuff. So, and that's or like being dumped in a dumpster or something like that. Oh, that felt better.
yeah, I can imagine stuff like that would be an issue, especially since people that work for the US Postal Service, they are far more likely to be Democrats, because Democrats are promising to keep the US Postal Service going with more money. But they haven't made a profit in 18 years.
Well,
And in fact, over the past 18 years, they've actually lost money.
my thing of it is it supposed to make a profit? Is it supposed to be a business that makes money, or is it supposed to sustain itself? That's my
The best
contention.
way
If it's
to
just supposed to sustain itself,
the best way to sustain yourself is to make a profit.
there's a difference between breaking even and
if there was-
sustaining a service and making money. Making money means you have extra.
Well, yeah, and if you
To
make
me,
money, you can then take that extra and put it back into the company and grow it.
Right, but again, you're looking at it like a company, not a government, and those are two different things. They need to be handled very
Well,
differently because
Sorry.
I'll say a company's primary objective is to make money. A government's primary objective should not be to make money. If it is, you have a very big problem.
Well, in America, you've got stuff like FedEx, and they are essentially just a postal service or company. All they do is deliver mail, and they are able to make a profit. They are cheaper than the US Postal Service, and they are way better. Like, they lose their mail they don't lose packages or mail very often.
The
unlike
post
the
office?
Postal Service.
Oh.
No, FedEx.
Oh, God, no, honey. No, yes, they do. I worked for
Not-
FedEx
not
for
quite-
8 years.
Not
Yes,
as
they
bad.
do.
They're not
The
as
difference
bad.
is when you pay a fuck ton of money to FedEx because of how much they charge, they can afford to be like, oh, sorry, here's your insurance money. No, it's a little better, but the funny part is, and the thing a lot of people don't realize, is that the post office has contracts with both UPS and FedEx to move their stuff. So when you ship something by the postal service, there's a good chance it's going to end up on a FedEx plane anyway. It's crazy. It's all incestuous when it comes to those shipping companies. They're all in cahoots with each other, and it's insane. You're not really choosing anything when it comes to that. All you're choosing is how much you're going to pay.
Well, you are less likely to lose something when you pay for the insurance through FedEx, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like it does happen. Like I don't disagree. It does happen, but that's why they have the insurance option.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So
I mean,
that if it does happen, you get your money back.
real quick, guys, I did want to say if you got, we have another donation.
Johnny
Oh, thank
Hellcat
you.
donated $5. Congrats on your stuffs. There was some other
Who's this
stuff
one
I was
from?
going
Hang on.
to put on here, but I completely forgot what to put, so now I am just using all the letter space I can. I remember when I was a younger lad, I was playing tag with all the other kids in KNOC.
What?
He's just filling space at this point. Thank you for the donation, Johnny. He just donated $5 to
Johnny.
say congratulations for the for hitting 400 followers on Twitch and stuff. And I can't wait to see this channel grow. This channel's younger than my my Twitch channel and my streaming, my game streaming, but I can't wait to see this grow too, because we have so
Well,
much
this
fun
is only
here.
7 months old.
Right. We haven't even hit a year yet. Like I said, I can't wait to see where we're at in a year when we hit our year anniversary. So, yeah.
Yeah.
There was one thing here that Travis sent to me. I hope there's nothing in here that can't be shown, but I don't think there is. Don't think Travis will screw me over. Let's see.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. CNN correspondent ambushed by raccoon during live report. So, uh-oh. I don't think it's gonna
Not
play
even
for
the
me.
wildlife like
Out of
CNN.
control at the White House? No, not just coronavirus.
Oh, that's funny.
Raccoons. There's an invasion crawling around the media cables on the White House lawn.
The raccoons are
sniffing
invading.
at bags of gear.
Is there food in there?
Making a beeline for CNN's Joe Johns in the middle of a live shot.
Get!
I'm sorry, I haven't shared this with you, Tally. Here you go.
No, you haven't.
And
I'm
just
waiting on it.
turns around and says,
Play.
"Get!" and throws things at the raccoon.
Now, no events on the president's schedule today.
Maybe you think Joe has seen too many movie raccoons.
Raccoons are really cute.
You too might lob a footstool just to scare it.
No raccoons were harmed in this exercise.
If this was your
Raccoons are
second
frickin'
run-in with a
adorable.
raccoon, just the week before, as Joe was about to go live,
It's a
I
shame
felt
they're
something on my
disease-ridden
leg, and
little
the first thing I
beasts.
thought
Right.
was it was a
Here we go.
cameraman from another network, and I looked down, and it's a raccoon that had just grabbed my leg.
law enforcement is on the hunt.
The raccoon
spotlighting
grabbed his
them with
leg.
their flashlights, throwing some sort of sandbag, which the raccoon actually tried to drag away. One ended up in a Secret Service security shack. Dogs have joined the search. Even broomsticks have been deployed.
Wow.
But like in the movie The Nut Job,
Not so fast.
the raccoons keep coming.
Is he still there? Can somebody chase him away?
Someone tried to trap them.
Did he just throw a raccoon?
No, he threw something at the raccoon.
Raccoons. Cue the raccoon.
Raccoons for
hiss.
Trump.
That White House raccoon even created its own Twitter account, though with raccoon misspelled. Sure.
Oh, there he goes.
Mice have previously invaded the White House, and President Calvin Coolidge's wife had a pet raccoon. But never before have raccoons run amok in the midst of a pandemic. A White House
When
reporter
I was
is
a
often
teenager,
told.
we went
Please
to
stay safe.
Florida.
But unlike
Like,
other
it wasn't
White
just
House
my
occupants,
family,
these
like-
Hang on, it's almost over.
raccoons
It's almost over.
always wear their masks. Ginny Mose, CNN,
Frickin' raccoons, man.
New York.
This is the second time.
That was great.
I hate squirrels and fake news.
That's exactly why they're coming out too, is because of the pandemic. Everybody's off the streets, so they're just like, well, there's no stuff in the streets for us to go eat, so we're gonna have to go find. Like, there's been reports all over the place because of people being in quarantine, that people have seen like herds of animals moving into the cities because they're like, hey, what's going on? Y'all okay? You know, like
a few months ago, there were dolphins in the channels around Venice.
right, because we've
Like,
disrupted
they
our
were able
usual
to
routines. They're going and moving back into spaces that they weren't in before. So they're
Well,
going.
because Venice is so quiet and no one is using the channels at the moment because of the quarantine, they have been able to clean the channels for the first time in like 100 years.
Yeah.
And so now the channels are nice and clean and blue, and you can see the fishies all swimming around in them instead of them being that yucky brown color.
The raccoons are tired of the leftists using their name inappropriately. Oh goodness, we got another donation.
Johnny
Oh, thank you.
Hellcat donated $5.
Well,
Head
she
myself
sorts that
out by
out.
running my
I'm
head
gonna
into the
say,
pole
when I
that
was
held
a
the slide.
Callie, hang on,
teenager,
it's
According
audio.
to my friends, I was unconscious for about 2 minutes, like when an anime character's eyes are whited out. Anyway, the first thing I felt when coming to was snowfall. That is all.
That's all? Okay. Hang on a second. I'm going to pull it up and read out with the entire message because he linked them both together there. Thank you for the $5, Johnny. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Johnny.
Let me see real quick, like. Yes, I feel an overwhelming need to attack. Not funny. Feral too. Hey, let's not talk about attacking people, though. That's not okay. No matter what people's political opinions are, it's not okay to attack them for it. That's where we cross the line.
I agree. You can tell them they're an asshole.
So between the two messages that Johnny sent, he said, "Congrats on all your stuff. There was some other stuff I was going to put here, but I completely forgot what to put. So now I can just use all the letter space I can. I remember when I was a younger lad, I was playing tag with all the other kids and knocked myself out by running my head into the pole that held the slide. According to my friends, I was unconscious for about 2 minutes, like when anime characters are when anime characters are eyes are whited out. It cut weird. Anyways, the first thing I felt when coming to was snowfall. That is all. Thank you so much for the donations, Johnny. I appreciate it.
So back to the raccoons. When I was 18, me and my family went to Florida. And it wasn't just me and my family. It was a Christmas present from my grandmother. So it was me and my family, my auntie, her husband, and their 2 kids, as well as my grandmother. My brother got very angry because he was promised that next time we go on holiday, he could come with us. He didn't realize, though, my dad didn't pay for this one. My grandmother did. He backed down very quickly when he found that out. But we were staying in a little village. Like, you know what I'm talking about, those little holiday villa areas where like all of the houses are for tourists and it's in an enclosed space. Well, we had there were raccoons running around in the little streets in this little village at night, and we were in the I'm gonna say clubhouse for the area, and like there was a big glass wall, and us lot being the fact that we'd never seen raccoons before, we were on our hands and knees in front of the glass doing this, playing with the raccoons through the glass, and they were doing this, trying to catch our fingers. It was a lot
adorable.
of fun. It was adorable. We'd never seen raccoons before.
Real quick, guys, just want to point out that we are in like the last 15 minutes of our show. So if you have any questions, comments, queries you'd like to throw out, please do so now.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, thank you to Travis for sending that story to me. He added me on Twitter with it. That was pretty cool. If there are any stories you'd like to share with us, you can drop that. You can either send them to us on Twitter, either at myself or Tally, or at the S&M account. That's what I meant.
And
or
if you send it to the S&M account, it's likely we will both see it.
Right. Or we have over here in our Discord, there is a channel that we can share media and links, I think. Do we have a politics? We have a politics. We have a politics.
Yeah.
We have a media and links. Just add us in the Discord as well. Say, hey, I think this would be a cool story. I can't promise that we'll get to use everything that y'all send us, but if there's something y'all want to see our take on or want us to talk about, we'd be more than happy to. So, yeah. I was gonna say something else, and my brain stopped and wandered away. It does that on occasion. There's a. Well, there's one other thing I can share here. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll send it to you. Funny meme. Oh, we also get another donation. Thank you for the donation, Travis. I appreciate it. Goodness gracious, you guys are donating like crazy today. We don't even shill the Streamlabs and y'all donate. It's crazy. This makes Snow happy.
It's just because we're so charming.
I guess so. I mean, the tits don't hurt either. But this is the future liberals want. Suddenly I'm liberal and I want to be in his seat, so that's all I'm going to say to that. Yeah. That's all I had to go on. Is the new debate fly? I have no idea what you're talking about, Jack. Apple cider donut holes. You're making me hungry, Hikara. Wait, how will that make me happy? Because it's talking about liberals. We're making fun of liberals. I thought you would be be happy with us making fun of libs.
Well, let's face it. You say this is a future liberal once. You know those three women are gonna dominate his ass and tear that shit up.
I mean, maybe he likes that. Don't kink shame.
Hey, I'd never shame someone's kink.
Unless it's kids, in which case, get the fuck out.
Well, that's not a kink, that's just disturbed, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I would never shame someone for their kink, unless their shame is humiliation, and in that case, you are a disgusting individual, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
I hardly agree. Fuck pedos? Not literally.
No, if you're gonna fuck pedos, you need a cactus or a piece of
Oh, let's not get into the details. Oh, and apparently Greta Thunberg endorsed Biden. Surprise, surprise.
Of course she did. I don't understand. What is it with these people that aren't American citizens endorsing Biden? Like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle did as well. It's just like
don't know.
Like, she might be able to vote because I don't know if she's still an American citizen having the title of Duchess or whatever, but he definitely is an American citizen. The only way he could be an American citizen is if he gave up his royal title. You can't be an American citizen if you've got a title.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he's endorsing. If anything, that is foreign meddling. And Greta, she's not even old enough to vote.
The raccoon is the new debate fly. I don't know what a debate fly is. Snow is exactly right. I don't know what the debate fly is. Debate fly says, I have been summoned. Hi. How are you?
Hello.
I'm totally lost. Do you have any idea what the debate fly is, Tally? Because I
don't know what the debate fly is. But hello, debate fly.
Hello.
But yeah, she's first of all, Greta isn't even old enough to vote, and second of all, she's not even an American citizen, so she can't vote anyway. So why is she endorsing?
I mean, people can endorse, candidates all they want to, and just say, "Hey, I believe in this candidate." To me, I think it becomes a problem when you have foreign leaders that go like, "Hey, I endorse this candidate," and it influences. I feel like it could influence
like
people's
Prince Harry?
politics. Yeah, Prince Harry. Putin. Even Putin kind of endorsed him, which I found actually hilarious that Russia is endorsing Biden.
Well, if you actually looked at the shit that's been going on with, Biden's son got $3.5 million a month from the mayor of Moscow's wife, but Trump's the Russian stooge.
Mm-hmm. Greta endorsed Biden. Well, nothing says intelligent like a spurgy teenager. Sign me up, Madam Spurg. Stop, Johnny. A fly landed on Mike Pence's head, and it became a meme. Oh, okay. Well, I need to run an errand later. Later, Snow. Thanks for hanging out, honey. We're about to wrap up here in a few minutes. We got about
we are
7 minutes left. So
something like that.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Kaz. Looks like Kaz just got here.
He only just got here. Hey, Kaz. We're demons, and we're cuter demons than you are.
Ottawa Public Health. Hello, some of you might be wanting to engage in the sex this weekend. Please be safe and be #COVID wise. Stick to sexual partners you live with or consider virtual sex. Wash your hands before and after sex. Use a condom. Avoid kissing/sex if you're sick. Wash your hands. Wash your hands before sex. Because that's really the primary concern. I'll put my horns back on for the end of the stream. There we go.
Oh.
There we go. Don't look terrible. Yours look good. A little crooked.
Mine sit weird.
You're like
Yeah.
higher on one side than the other. No, you're fine. You're fine. They look
Yeah.
fine. There's a happy behind me.
That's a demon dog.
Oh my god! I landed on Mike
Or
Pence's
hellhound.
head during the debate. Oh, okay. So, how does?
I have seen pictures of that. It's quite funny.
How is the Oh, the raccoon is the new debate flag. Got it. Okay. No, I got you. Oh, hey! I just came across it. The fly that landed on Mike Pence's debate. That landed on Mike Pence during debate to be revealed. A member of Antifa. Oh no, Babylon B has outed you, debate fly. I mean, leave it to Babylon B to make an article about a meme.
What I find the most annoying thing about COVID is that SARS had an infection rate in the US alone of more than 10 times higher. And the only reason this shit is like everyone's panicking and we've got all this shit here in the UK is because we're following suit of America.
Mm-hmm.
And SARS was 10 times worse in America than COVID is when it comes to infection rates. But back then, there were no shutdowns, no one was panicking, and China actually got the blame because it was China's fault. But this time, no. Everyone's going crazy. And I hate it.
I don't know who this is about, but Scott Adams says, if Antifa and right-wingers agree to work together to kidnap you, maybe the problem is on your end. I can't disagree.
Wait,
I mean,
what?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's probably about Trump if I had to guess. Oh, hi, Happy. I need a bubble.
That's our hellhound. Sure, everyone
She's
our
a
hellhound.
scary hellhound.
She-
I will present
she's
you.
so
Come here.
terrifying.
Come here. Come here. Come here. All right, there she is.
She will eat you.
Hang on. Move with the horns on you. There you go. Little devil dog.
She will eat you. Ang.
There we go. Ang, 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 ang. Okay. Hop down. Hop down.
I really like your horns. They're pretty.
Thank you. I bought them off Amazon, and then I actually went over them and dry brushed some of the raised parts in order to make it look and filed off like the seams. So there was like a plastic seam on there. I went through with like a nail file
I
and
still need to do dry
grinded it down.
brushing on these. They are still just black.
Yeah, it's real easy. You get a brush, paintbrush.
I've got brush and I've got paint.
Yeah, just get a
Probably
paintbrush,
enough.
and then you dip the paintbrush in there and just dust most of it out, so it's just very little bit of paint, and then you just drag it over, and it catches on all the raised edges.
Oh, I'm aware.
It's really great.
I am aware. I've got my little art kit. I've got my acrylic paints.
It was one of my favorite ways to paint my Warhammer 40k models.
I've also got the craft herpes and all that sort of thing in the box. Oh, ow, ow, ow!
Are you okay?
My horns attacked me.
Stop injuring yourself with your horns. Anyway, guys, as I don't see many more questions or statements in chat, we talk about the governor of Michigan.
Oh, is that the one that said no one's allowed to do anything, and there's all of this these restrictions put in place, but then went yachting, or her husband wanted to go yachting, and the guy that was supposed to get the yacht out was like, I can't do that. There's a lockdown, and he goes, well, I'm the governor's husband, and he was, and the guy that was supposed to get the yachts out was like, yeah, that's gonna make me do this even less.
Yeah, it's like
The fact that your wife did this means I am less likely to get your yacht out.
Yep. And yeah, the FBI thwarted a plan to kidnap and kill her. Okay, that's what we're talking about. I live in Michigan. I was told instantly when I woke up that day. So I think that's gonna do it for us today.
Look at
Miss
all
Tally.
that craft herpes.
Miss Tally. Anyway, thank you so much to everyone for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you to my lovely co-host, Miss Talita. We're gonna be close out with my demon horns on because these things are killing my head, even just being on for a few moments. But I can sit here and be sexy demons with you for a few more seconds. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for coming and watching. If you like what we do on this channel, share with your friends. And Talon,
Maybe not your parents.
Maybe not your parents. They probably don't want to see all this. I mean, maybe your dad. Maybe your dad wants to see all this, but you know. Anyway, I don't want to be that bitch. We will catch you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Lay back, relax, enjoy it all. Saturday night, it's time to say no more. S&M with Tally and KRC. Come pleasure or pain, welcome to the stream.